Hi friends, well, we're doing some out and about today, and I went over here to the Fireman's Park and decided to bring some water jugs along. This artesian well flows all year long and the water is really good, so I bring a few water bottles along and fill them up and bring them home, and that's why I'm so full of energy, right? But it's a nice day for a ride to get out and sun's shining. It's right about freezing because the water on here is frozen. It's on the ledge here, but the sun's nice out. I was here a few years ago. I made a video for my friends that have been around for a while. They probably recognize this scenery. It's a real nice park. A little cold to play on the equipment today, but so I don't see any children out there. It's called Pioneer Memorial Park. I think my lips are froze. And Memorial's pretty hard to say. It is kind of cold. I'm going to wander around here. I filled up a whole bunch of water jugs in here. There's a whole bunch of them in the back of the car. So and then I'm going to wander on to some more stuff here and see what kind of videos I can come up with today. I just like this water though. This is cold. Comes out of the ice cold. I'm not going to stick my hand in it though. So, alrighty, well, I'm going to see what else I can find in the video. Oh, this is the best part of my out and about trip. Got a nice steaming hot cup of coffee going here. It's still nice and sunny out, but it's a little bit below freezing, so the wind gets a little cold. My ears are cold because I forgot to bring my hat along, so I suppose if I drink this coffee, or maybe if I stick my ear in the coffee, it'll warm my ears up, huh? Well, I don't know if the coffee warmed my ears up, but it sure does warm your lips up pretty quick. I don't know who that strange little guy is hiding there. I see somebody peeking at me here. I don't know where that guy came from. I don't know if we can see him on the camera or not. Well, it's still sunny. Now that I'm warming back up, I'll go back outside probably. Now that I've had my coffee break, I'm gonna go look for some cows. This is all farm country here. No snow on the ground yet, as you can see. All the corn is harvested and I guess they're ready for snow. Not me. So I'm gonna see what I can find here now. Pretty exciting stuff, eh? Kind of rolling land over here. It's not hilly, or there's no bluffs like over on the other side of the state. Well, still cruising around here. More farms. Not much going on today. I'll keep on going here. I think I've seen a bunch of cows down the road there. Maybe I'll look at them. Well, I'm still going down the road here. Got lots of hay bales here for winter for the cows to eat. Those big round ones. I don't know if you can see them on the camera. I like it's cooler when they're wrapped up in white because they look like marshmallows. Oh, here's a whole bunch of cows eating. Must be lunchtime for them too. Kind of a smaller farm, but they got quite a few cows here. Here, let me swing the camera around. Moo. Ah, they're looking at me like, what are you doing? Well, there's a lot of them eating in there. It's kind of like, reminds me of when I was in high school in a school lunch program. Everybody eat now, you know, that kind of thing. Fascinating. Oh, they're even mountain climbing up there. They can spin around here. I don't bend so good anymore. I don't know if we can see them up there on the hill. Yeah, she wants to come over here. Okay, well, I'm gonna zoom around here. Up here and get a Christmas tree. That was fast. You have to saw really fast to get it in the car, huh? Pine trees grow really well up here, so they grow them like cornfields, pine trees, and then they harvest them for Christmas trees. And then they replant new ones. So they kind of grow them like a regular crop. This soil up here grows real nice pine trees with all the sand in it. And high in acid. As you can see, there's pine trees everywhere. Well, at least when it's freezing outside, I don't have bugs on the window. Well, I'm going to pause here for a minute. Well, I'm still going down the road. This isn't too far from my house where I live. We have a lot of open farm country in the area up here. It takes a lot of open fields to grow food for the cows and the horses and things. They even eat more than I do. And the rest of the land is covered with trees and swamps and all other kinds of things. And of course, Christmas trees. Oh man, my window's starting to steam up. That coffee made me too hot. I knew it was full of hot air. I guess that just proves it. Oh, this road's getting pretty curvy. Wow. It's hard to drive and hold this camera in my teeth, you know. It's like well, I got out of the car for a minute here, had to stop. I got to take my jacket off. That coffee made me pretty warm. Sure is a nice day out for this time of year. Sorry, it'll be what, December pretty soon here, a couple more days. Right now, I'm by the Pine Lake Methodist Camp. Is that fascinating or what? Well, I'm going to turn this off and take my coat off and get back in the car. Well, I found a whole bunch of cows out here in the field, but I think their grass is all smashed down here. Those will be covered with snow pretty soon. This one was laying on the ground, but as soon as I turned my camera on, I had to check out what I was doing. Yeah, what are you doing over there? Why don't you come over here? Huh? You look pretty big when I zoom in on you. Yeah, all your buddies are out there. Some of them are looking over here too. Probably wondering, what's that crazy old guy doing out there with no coat on? Well, that's because it was too hot in the car before. So I'm not going to stay long. I'll catch you guys later. Well, going back down the road again. Those cows didn't want to talk very much, so I thought I'd better leave them alone. Not too far from town now. I'll keep on going. Okay, this adventure's getting back to town again. Actually have some signs on the roads. It really isn't as far as it seems. The whole trip's maybe 40 miles. But I just make it seem far by taking all these long videos, right? For us up here, everything's so far apart that we have to travel. Excuse me. That coffee was pretty good. We have to travel everywhere pretty far to get things. That's one of the disadvantages of living up here in the middle of nowhere, kind of. But it's peaceful. Now we're coming into town. The long road is coming to an end. This is a town that's one of my closest towns to where I live. They're having their little Christmas parade tonight, but it's probably going to be dark. I'm going to try to video some of it and we'll see how it works out. But this camera doesn't work very well in the dark. But we'll see what happens. Now, this is one of the big propane companies that supply the heating fuel for our homes. There's a couple of big companies up here. And they deliver it in their trucks out to the house. Now, this is the main drag. Kind of like a big downtown here, huh? But they have all the stuff that we need here. Food, hardware store, basic medical service, and other different kinds of stores and shops and restaurants. So there's not much going on right now. I think they'll be getting ready for their little parade soon. It's only going to be about 15-minute parade though, probably, because it's going to be cold and dark, but I suppose they have Santa Claus and other things in it. So yeah, I'm right in the middle of downtown right now. I think I'm in Adams, and then when I go across by the stoplights way up there, I'll be in Friendship. They're two little towns joined together to make one little town. And just a little information about the area where I live here. There's some old buildings, some historical sites, but over the years a lot of this area was very poor, so a lot of the buildings that were built didn't withstand the test of time, and they just got torn down and new buildings were built. So there's not quite as many historical landmarks here as you'd find in other towns, and it's still a relatively low income area per person. There's not a lot of good paying jobs up here. This is a pretty exciting tour, huh? And there's a big mound straight ahead. That's the Blue Mound, they call it, I think. And they have their little radio tower up on the top of it and fire observation. And they used to have a ski hill down the back side of it years ago, but they went out of business due to lack of customers. They needed more money to update their equipment and couldn't do it, so they shut her down. And there was a swimming pool in that brown building, but they made a metal building and all the chlorine gas ate holes in the roof, so they had to condemn that and close it. It wasn't very good planning there, I guess. So around the corner I go. So I'm going to pause a little bit here, see what's next. And there's the Adams Friendship Water Tower right next to the middle school. That's where all the young teenage children go to school. Like I said, this is two separate towns, so they just kind of refer to it as Adams Friendship, but it really is two different towns. Oh, here we go again. Hang on. I think we're going to roll over here. I'm looking for where my son and daughter went. They have a float in the parade tonight, so I'm going to try to video them if I can find them. But it's going to be dark at 4:30, so not sure how it's going to turn out. So now we're going back through town the other way again. Not very busy today, but in summertime it gets busy. All the weekend people from the cities come up here to go to their cabins and play on the lakes and different things they do. So I'm going to pause a minute here.